Howdy everybody, Tansuke here. We are here once again. We have a brand new patch today, introducing Nunu and Willump into the game. Actually, there's a lot that's coming into today's patch, but first I'm going to talk about Nunu and Willump. So, before we get started, let me see if my Glory Store has given me something interesting. No. Okay. So, we have a brand new champion joining the fray here, Nunu and Willump. You'll see I have 70 shards for him. It is just because I saved the battle pass until the patch came out. Since I have all the other shards, this would just only give me Nunu and Willump out of all the gold chests. So I managed to get him some. So let's go ahead and unlock him, and then we'll look at that constellation and see what we got in here. Alright, so now for those that don't know, Nunu and Willump are basically a whole new champion to the game. They're new to PvE, and unlike the last few champions with Ambessa, Warwick, and Mel, where they basically didn't really have any new cards, Nunu and Willump are brand new. Everything about them is new. Basically, Riot was working on them before the shift, and so they had a lot of the content laying around. So let's look at all the cards in their deck. Snowball Barrage, deal 1 to a unit. Repeat this for each Yeti ally you have. It's an elemental spell, so that would mean Icon of Vol here would work well with this. Means Anivia would love this too, because it only costs 1. Nunu and Willump, Last Breath, Snow Shape. Creates a snowball randomly in the top 2 to 6 cards of your deck. Okay. And this is what a snowball is, so it's a draw card. When I'm summoned, draw 1, and it's a unit. Freljordian Lorekeeper. Have draft 1 to draw a card of the same type. This will let you cycle your deck to get what you want. I'm pretty sure with these guys we're just going to want to use a unit or a spell most of the time. Nunu and Willump, Snow Shape. Once again, it creates that snowball. When they play Snowball, grant them +1/+1. Very cool. When I level up, draw your strongest snowball. That's fun. Okay. Oh, and he's got regeneration, which is always fun. And it's a 2-cost. 2-cost is pretty cheap. 1/4 for a 2-cost is alright, but the fact that he scales so well is going to be nice. Alright. And then once he's leveled, he also gets overwhelmed. His snowballs get overwhelmed. And he scales faster. That's cool. So you, 3 or 4 snowballs, you'll get real going. Abyssal Yeti, frostbite an enemy. If the enemy has less health than me, give it vulnerable this round. Unless there's a way to buff it. This won't be the most useful because 3 health is not a ton, but frostbiting an enemy is already good. I mean, that's basically just a chump blocker that can frostbite an extra person, so kind of takes care of 2 people. That's good. Blizzard. Frostbite an enemy, Snow Shape. Okay, so it creates a snowball and is otherwise flash freeze. This is basically just better than flash freeze unless you need an elemental spell. Spring Thaw Yeti. When I'm summoned, Snow Shape and grant the snowball my stats. So any stat buffs onto this guy are going to be really good because it'll make an even stronger snowball. Very cool. No Tie Puppeteers. Grant an ally my stats and keywords. Oh, they all have flavor text too. That's awesome. I'll look into that another time. Grant an ally my stats and keywords. Okay. So just like the last one, that made a strong snowball in your deck, you can buff him up and then make a strong unit. So any items on him are probably going to be pretty good. Dark Ice Apparition. Oh, that's kind of sad. That's his mom. Play, I strike an enemy. So, yeah, it's a control spell, a control unit. It costs a lot, though. That's a lot of cost for that. So hopefully it gets some good items. Yeah, that's sad. Let's look at the constellation here. So, first star, which we're going to go ahead and get. No point in reading it because we're going to look at the 3-star version anyway. When you play a unit, grant allies in your deck power and health, and if it's a Yeti or costs 5 more, grant allies in your deck an additional amount, and if it's both, even more. Okay. And the 2-cost, +1 starting mana, everyone gets that at 2-star. Game start, shuffle 5 snowballs into the deck, so this will be nice. Let's see what the extended stuff is. So, Treacherous Terrain, the first time they summon a unit, frostbite it, great, love it, that's always valuable. Nice control. Mana Flow, gain a Mana Gem, and biggest snowball ever. When an ally dies, grant stats equal to its power to the top unit in your deck. Each round, the first time an allied snowball dies while attacking, rally. So, wow. So you grant stats top unit of your deck. So you can make some really strong units. Notice that this doesn't say the first time an ally dies. So if you end up with multiple snowballs, because if I remember correctly, the snowballs are ephemeral. So if you get like 3 snowballs out on the field and they all have like +3/+3, like 3/3, you grant the top unit of your deck 9 power when they die. So that will be very nice. So that'll be some strong power. Because then, when that ally dies, it grants their power to the top unit of the deck. It never goes away. Unless the unit's obliterated. Wow, you're going to get some big boys. And then rallying is awesome. Okay, let's look at the bonus stars. Support champions have full builds, so they can get some decent power. Okay. Blizzard has Oracle's Lens. That's nice. That helps you fish for snowballs or put them somewhere else. Spells have Ardent Censer. That's good. For 1/2 cost spells, to do that would be really nice. Snowball Barrage has Charging Sigil, and because it repeats for each Yeti, that means that that Charging Sigil is 1 extra damage per Yeti. Nice. And if I remember right, when you play a unit, so yes, I'm very much getting the impression that Nunu and Willump are designed to be played with really cheap units and spells. You really just want to spam out what you can, and that bonus, this bonus star really kind of cements that to help give you cheap spells as well. So let's go ahead and give her a whirl. We got everything we kind of need. As usual, we're going to give a little bit of XP here, get them leveling up. And yes, you're seeing this right as well. There is a new 10-star difficulty. It is something I am not going to be doing today. It's cool, and as you can see, probably going to be doing it for a long time, because every single champion with a 4, 5, or 6 star is here. Yeah, even Aurelian Soul. So anyone with 4 or more stars. So there's a ton of rewards here. There's some stuff I'm hearing. I'm hearing like 500 glory. I'm hearing 500 wild shards. I am hearing several Nova crystals. This says Targon Nova Crystal Vessel, which means a Targon Nova. Like, just straight up. Nice. So one of these two is going to get it later. But again, we're not doing that, especially not with level 1 2-star Nunu. So instead, we're going to go take on a simpler world adventure. Let's see. Usually something good to run at the start is a Nautilus run, so we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so it looks like our main goal is to just get a bunch of snowballs, play a ton of units, get stuff that's super cheap whenever possible. Our units aren't really going to our units aren't going to survive a lot, except for Nunu, but he has regeneration. Or Raiding Party. I don't think we're going to damage the Nexus as much until we're winning the game, so Raiding Party's not going to help. We'll go with Endurance this time. Alright. Alright. We have a Yeti. And we have Snowball Barrage. So that will be fun. Now when we play units... Oh, that's a lot of snowballs. Okay, we can updraft the No-Tai Puppeteers to make it so that he goes in the deck, and then... Okay, well, there goes all my theory on that. The idea was to put him in the deck so that he would get stats. See, like this one has +1 power, which is great, but then they decided to just do that. Alright, let's put a big snowball in the deck. Yeah, sure. I'll take their unit out. Okay. Let's see. Oh no. Oh! I don't have 2 Yetis. I have to eat that. Okay. Nunu and Bullump. Not a Yeti. Okay. Might as well grant them some stats. Yay! Just like that, we got a big unit. Okay. So we're about to start drawing snowballs. Yeah. Let's see how this feels. Okay.
That's so small, but she ain't lacking courage.
Okay. Wow. Okay. This seems a little crazy, guys. This is only 2-star, but like for a turn 3 attack at 2 stars, this is very serviceable. And they have Challenger, which is really nice. And we just win. Whoa. This is a fun little play here. Stall for a few turns and then whop them on turn 3. Because I don't think anything crazy happened there. I just played the cards that I had. Yeah, no, that was pretty normal. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that actually sounds fun, but we'll go with the snow hare. Let's see. We wanted something cheap. We want a cheap support champ. Perfect. It does not get much better than this when it comes to cheap champions. Alright, we're going to play it safe. We're going to go upwards for the healing node in case we need it. I did forget to check his nodes of his celestial stuff. I did hear that he has Targon in there for his XP, which is a little unfortunate, but I wonder what his other stat that he gives to Freljordians is. Knowing Nunu and Willem's kind of playstyle in League, my guess is that they would have regeneration for champions. Let's see. It doesn't matter. Either of these is going to be fine. I did just give them the ability to hit me. I could do that. And then I can kill the hare next turn. Or kill the bird next turn. Okay. We'll get a Yeti. We'll go ahead and frostbite it. That's nice. They got counter frostbite. That's unfortunate. Let's make it so that if he blocks me, he has to lose a unit to do so. There we go. Okay. Not the Dark Ice Apparition. Recall a unit with 3 or less power. No, I don't want to do that. I would rather buff the unit and give them up. And then I can deal 1 to this unit. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's see. Okay. We're getting closer to our snowball showing up, but we're already starting to see some of our power happening here. It's the if they're Yetis or they cost 5+. This one costs 5+, so it would buff it a lot actually. Okay. Let me do this so that I can play it again, because that buffs my units twice. Yeah? Yeah. Ah, I got frostbite. That's okay. Snow shape, we get a snowball. Okay. Let's see how this... I'm about to start getting the snowballs.
Hear that?
And I don't want to play them. I would rather play this to strike it. I don't want to play my snowballs because it's not my attacking turn. But now I'm guessing I'm about to draw one. No? Still no snowballs. That's crazy. Updraft. Let's do this. Okay, cannon showed up. I can work around this. Let's try. Frostbite an enemy. If he has less than 5 power, give him vulnerable. Let's do that. We'll make him vulnerable, and we will go ahead and just slap that Nexus a little bit. Okay, and remember, we don't play the snowballs unless we need defenders. We still didn't draw a snowball. Am I shuffling my deck? Oh, okay. These shuffle into the deck as a whole. These go in the top 2 to 6 cards. Okay. That changes a lot about what I was assuming. Okay. Frostbite, why not? Hilarious. Alright. Now I'm starting to think, though, let's see, we have 6 or 7 snowballs in the deck. There's one. Very nice. It's interesting how crazy different these 2 snowballs are, despite more or less being... Oh my gosh, no safe and granted 15 power. Oh. Wow. Dude, I like this. This is playing really smooth. This shouldn't be a shock to me, though, considering this was the whole champion whose kit was made versus a deck assembled around a single champion card. Oh man, this is fun though. Let's cut a card. We don't need Quicken. I don't think. Yeah, we don't need Quicken. Let's see. I doubt we usually don't want to buy cards. Sure. Is the star power when you play a unit or when you summon? Okay, when you play a unit. So that's not too good. That's even worse. Actual value. We'll do that. We have slot bot or a good item chest. Let's do a good item chest. Oh, tossing is gonna hurt. No, it's not. Tossing is not gonna hurt. You know why? Because the snowballs on the bottom of my deck were already useless to me. I think. Am I about to see snowballs go away? Don't do it. Okay. Whew. Okay. Let's... Yeah, that'll work. Okay, we have a Yeti. A large and beautiful Yeti. Let's go. No, Volump. Oh, do I play Kinnan instead? No, I want to play Yetis because it buffs my whole deck better. Even as a 3 cost. Okay. Man. Kind of feels night and day compared to playing Soraka last month. With Soraka, it felt like I was kind of struggling. Like, the way that her kit worked. It was functional, but it didn't feel smooth. Like, it felt like you had to... I hate to say it this way. You almost had to play Soraka cerebrally, where you had to kind of like be super smart about the way you played. But I don't feel this limitation with Nunu. Everything makes sense. The whole idea is just make big snowball. Play cheap units, throw them all out. Cycle your deck as fast as possible. Am I about to lose a snowball? Oh, toss the treasure trove. Hey, there's the snowball. Is there any... Okay, there's no point in not playing anything else first. More snowballs. Nice. Inspiring Mentor. He strikes an enemy, so let's go ahead and buff them. Okay. And... How much damage would I do if I do this? Then I do want to try to do this. Let's try... Oh, wow. Okay, so this is where it will be crazy. When you draw the no-tie puppeteers, even at 2-star, this is a 9/4 unit, you'd be giving, for a 4 cost, you'd be giving +9/+4. That's really good. Okay, that's enough damage. Okay. This is working. This is working really well, actually. Let's see. Nice. Alright. We're made our way to Sejuani without much hassle. This feels like a smooth option. I'm gonna go with this one, though, because this one's cheaper, and it still has Ardent Sensor for that +3/+3. Let's go items. Let's see if we can find some good item here. I really don't like any of these. I'll reroll once. Okay. Oh, no, that's not good. This is good, though. Extra mana for those spells. What card are we cutting? And why is it Gust Monk?
Trust nothing but your
Alright.
strength.
Let's give her a shot here. I'm not running into a lot of resistance. I took 3 damage in the first fight, and they have not touched my Nexus since then. When they summon a unit, they give it +1/+1. So in theory, I shouldn't need to worry about that. What is it? When the foe's units have +1. Okay. We'll go with the dude there. Very scary. Let's go ahead and kill him because they'll damage our Nexus no matter what. Next turn, and this way I can at least take out one of the units. Okay. They immediately replaced it. Okay. Let's do this because that's not gonna do enough damage to kill anybody. Uh-oh, that was half my health gone. Okay. I don't want to do that. There's no point. They all have. Okay. No tie. Let's do the Yeti. Give our whole deck a bunch of power. And then we have enough for Ancestral Boon. Nice. Okay. That alone is going to give me a lot of survivability. So I think we're good now. See, look at that. Okay. What do I want to kill? Kill the hair that I gave them. Oh well. Okay, let's frostbite an enemy. Why not? And it's a Yeti, so now this does 2 damage. We're gonna updraft the Yote dude, so that he can be getting some extra stats. Ancestral Boons, really solid. We're really just gonna buff those snowballs as best we can. Okay, here we go. See, look at that. 12 power. 8 power.
Bow to no one.
My snowball! Just kidding. Wow. Wow. Absurd. Oh my word. Frostbite, yeah. Okay. Once again, a match where it really starts rough, and then the snowballs come out, and the game's over.
For 2.
She'll live, but she's losing her whole board.
I refuse.
And my board's way stronger now. Alright. You can damage your own unit if you wanted. You don't necessarily need to do that.
Carved from the savage cold.
Alright, we'll go ahead and strike Sejuani with Dark Apparition, thus destroying it. Okay. Okay, this would be fun. Let's see what the level of animation is.
This is gonna be the biggest snowball ever!
Nice. Big snowballs. Snowball.
Gigantic muscle snowball!
Do they draw a card when they level up? Am I missing that? No? Okay. Snowballs have overwhelm. Oh, I've played... Oh, Kinnan works really well! Kinnan works really well because you play snowballs. Oh, okay. Okay, so Kinnan really is just a really good unit to have when you're doing this. Okay.
Let's get in there and block some stuff.
We'll do that. Awesome.
Strike them down.
Let the snowball keep happening. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay.
They live happily ever after all.
And having treacherous terrain is really going to help this happen. Because you're going to be able to defend yourself longer to stall for that big snowball swing. And if you want to have your 6-star, he becomes insanely good. The biggest thing here is just going to be drawing power and trying to get more Nunus in our deck, so there's no problem with picking them up. Okay, welcome gifts. I love welcome gifts. Endurance is there, Afterlife Forbidden are there. Yeah, welcome gifts. We see a champion item, we go for a champion item. We've fully healed from the Sejuani fight, so we should be fine. Okay, and we got our Nunu and Willump at the beginning for the first time. This is huge. Because they're a Yeti. So I can use this to get extra power for my units. Okay. Nice. Let's go ahead and buff a unit in our deck, our hand, and our deck.
Get bloody.
Snowballing time. Extra power for Nunu and Willump forever. Because if I remember correctly, it doesn't go away. Yeah, it's just grand.
Buckle your tunic.
So even if you never attack, you can kind of get lucky and still level him up.
For two.
Snow shaping, very nice. When I level up, draw your strongest snowball. That was the part I was missing. Okay. I'm summoned snow shape and grant them.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
Well, might as well.
For the Yeti.
Okay. More snowballs. How do I want to do this? I want to frostbite them.
No wonder they're so angry. They forgot to bring snowballs.
We'll save the snowball since they gave it up. So now we get an even better swing here. Snowball. Wow. Every card in my deck that started in my deck is now super strong. Strong enough that Sigil of the Storm would activate on them. And some of the snowballs are just as crazy. Look at this.
This is gonna be the biggest
Oh my
snowball
gosh.
ever.
This feels real good, guys. Look, I am gonna have fun with Nunu.
This way to adventure.
And then we have a Yeti out, 2 Yetis out, so this will deal 2 damage.
Let's bury
Only
the
helps that.
snowball.
That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it repeats once for each Yeti. I forgot. Oh well. GG.
Ready.
That's crazy. I think as your deck gets bigger, this will wear off a little bit. It won't feel as good
Playtime's
because
over.
you won't be finding as many of them. So you really want to be in an adventure where you can thin out your deck or not get a ton of other cards.
Pablo's been down. Let his knee out.
Might as well go ahead, strike that. Very nice. And we have 3 mana to save in case they decide to play an elusive unit. They didn't, so we win. We're just gonna open attack. There's no need to drag this on. Wow. And we go over to get that champion item next. This would be nice. just because we don't have Nunu level 20, we want to get a higher chance of getting him, so putting more in the deck is even more important. We love getting more no-type puppeteers. We'll buff that as much as we can. Alright. Attack Snow Shape. Yeah, Shadow Totem works here, because you can attack with more than one Nunu and get a lot more snowballs. Not a ton, but... YOLO roll. We don't have skills. That was a bad roll. Oh well. Smooth Soloists, sure. We'll go fishing for trouble. They're trying to empty their deck so that they can go deep. I'm trying to empty my deck so that I can find snowballs. We are not the same. But that's okay. Right. Luckily we got our Nunu Lump again, so we will be quite happy with that. Do I play this to buff my deck and waste the Shadow Totem? I don't think we do. I think we just let them do what they want. Yeah. We'll take 1 HP difference in exchange for killing one of their units, even if it's one we gave them. Okay. Play Nunu Willem. Nice. We get more power. And we attack with both of our Yetis. Double Snow Shape. And we get to draw 2 extra cards because they both have the Enticing and Transcendent. Man, you are going deep. They're going deep this turn. Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah, sure, dude. Here. Let's see. We got more snowballs. I'm not playing them yet. We're gonna let that be.
Playtime's never over.
Okay. Snow Snape and make it go into the deck. Big snowball. Okay. It's time. It is snowballing time. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh wow, it's happening. Okay. We are snowballing. No, we'll play this one. Here we go. They level up. And we still got several more snowballs to play. So we just, I guess at this point we just start replacing our hand, or our board with more snowballs. Wow. Okay. GG. Wow. Yes, this is the most fun champion that's been released this year. I'm not gonna fight that statement. Soraka was cool, but Nunu and Willem just feel better. Straight up. It's not a fair comparison because Nunu has a lot of advantages being designed with the whole kit, but man does this feel good to play. Everything just kind of clicks with him. Sure, we'll make our cards cheaper. Alright, cut a card. What are we cutting? We're cutting that Stalking Wolf. It has not been helping us. And now we walk up to Nautilus. Okay. They get the attack token, no big deal. We're going to put the no-type Puppeteer back in the deck because we want him to get all the stats. And we replace it with the Abyssal Yeti, which is just about one of the best cards to get. Okay. We got Snow New. Oh, he came back. We got Snow New and Bolum. Go ahead. We get an extra snowball in our deck. And we get 3 mana. We're going to go ahead and do an Ancestral Boon. Go ahead and buff our units. Get that strong snowball at the front. Alright, and look at that. A lovely 7/6 snowball on turn 1. On our first attack. Oh, do I gamble? I think I do. I gambled and lost. Let's go ahead and make a snowball in the deck and attack. That's okay. That's fine. We're gonna work our way through this. We're gonna win this. But man, they're gonna not like our snowballs in a second. Look at that. Beautiful. 2 power. We'll go ahead and play this because we have a shot at getting more mana. We're gonna save the snowball for next turn. We don't want to waste it. Okay, here we go. Let's start snowballing. Okay, 7-4 is not bad. We got a 9-3. We're gonna go ahead and get a massive snowball coming later. Let's go ahead and frostbite them. That's fine. Damage my unit. I'll live. I'll be fine. And then... okay, we go ahead and attack here. Dude. Let's see. Okay. Our units are nice and cheap. Our Freljordian Lore Keeper is 10 power. We can go ahead and put that back in there to get a stronger Abyssal Yeti. We'll go ahead and Frostbite. It doesn't matter what we Frostbite. Let's go ahead and strike that. Nice. Oh, I can still summon this. Let's do that. There's a shot that I'm about to start drawing some snowballs here, I think. Yeah. They're deep. Okay. Let's go ahead and start the snowball chain. Nunu and Wallump. Okay. Oh, my snowball! No! That's okay, it's okay. We got our biggest snowball. We got our biggest snowball ever back. So we'll go ahead and play that. Very nice. That's okay, we'll just keep playing units. Hey look, a snowball. We're still at full health. Oh my goodness. Like, we're playing 1 cost, 17 power Kennen. This feels really good.
I'll show you how it's done.
And I have enough power. 70 power at a 2-star. I'm really curious to see how this handles larger adventures, because right now with the 2-star, that was ridiculously easy. And yes, it's a Nautilus adventure. Nautilus Adventure's 2 stars. It's not meant to be that crazy. But this flew super reasonably, super effectively, and in a way that made sense. Maybe I'm just clicking with this. It wasn't even far off from my fastest time. Alright, and now we got him at level 17. Nice.